Alright guys, we're back. It's the next day. This is what we've got so far. Now the only part you didn't see was the moon. I put it in when it started getting really thick, but it's still sunk anyways. I didn't want it to sink like that, but this is what we got so far. The next layer is going to be black. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. I should plug this in. Make sure my phone doesn't, there we go. Alright. So. Alright. And I kind of wanted to talk about the channel a little bit because I did start a full-time job. So, I'm probably just going to be doing resin stuff on the weekends. Usually, I'm thinking Saturdays, because Sundays I kind of want to be a day where I just do whatever. Because I go back to work on Monday. It's Monday through Friday. Excuse me. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use some magenta. And we're going to put it I just cleaned this off and it still didn't get all the shit off of it. Good enough, I guess. Here. Put it in here. I don't want crazy amount, and then we're just gonna because the girl I'm making this for likes purple, and then I think I might even put another color back in there because we have some blue in there. I don't know if I want to do another blue, so I could always do a different purple. Or should I just put blue back there? Maybe I'll put the blue back there. We'll see what happens. We're going to put some of this blue. Nope. Not enough. All right. Clean that off. Clean the brush off from yesterday. Add in there. I also had this brush. Just trying to get some of my stuff put away here. This brush. Okay. Now, all I have left to do is to pour black, which I don't really need that much. And I'm going to spray this really good with alcohol, so that way the colors flow when I pour the black on. So here's the alcohol. Gotta get my gloves on. I think we're gonna do 4-hour fast cure again because I'm gonna set it in front of my heater for a little bit. We're gonna do 4-hour fast cure because I either want to demold this later today or tomorrow morning before I go to work. So that is the plan. And let's see. Opulent. Okay. Oh, we could also demold our alien skull. So let's do that real quick. Now this was done with 4-hour fast cure, so it could be very bubbly. Not sure. Man, does this not want to come apart? I'm gonna have to, let's see, what do I got? Some dotting tools. Maybe I can shove a dotting tool down in there. There we go. I just need to start it. All right. Oh, there's only one blemish right there on top, if you can see it. Oh, look how cool that looks. Those colors turned out great. You can't see the blue though. I should have touched the blue to the sides more, but still, look at that. And I'm pretty sure that was Eye Candy's glow in the dark. Let me trim this up a little bit because the bottom needs it. Grab a file, do the edges. It's pretty damn cool. It does have one bubble on the outside. Looks like two bubbles. All right. Here's your alien. Ooh. He does have some bubbles around his cheeks. And there's a lot of bubbles along here. So, but, pretty damn cool. He pretty cool. He pretty cool. Alright. see what we can do with this stuff. I'm gonna mix up the same I did the last couple days. Okay, just 2 ounces. It's still kind of warm, so I'm gonna let that warm up a little bit before I put the second one in. Trying to think of what else I need to say on here. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas. I had a nice Christmas. I'm glad I had the time I did off of work. I didn't get to do a crazy amount of handmade stuff that I wanted to for Christmas. Oh, I'm not gonna have as much time to edit with videos. So you're probably gonna just see everything. I'm probably gonna do it as lives. I will figure out a playlist of like music that isn't copyright. And then we can do live projects. So what that means is you're not gonna see the whole thing done in one video. You'll see whatever I do in real time. So if I do it in layers like this one, like this video is an example, the Labubu. I did 2 videos yesterday because I did 2 different pours on it yesterday. And then today I'm doing the last pour, and then you'll see me demold it. So you'll see the whole process. It just won't be in one video edited down. Okay, let's see. Now we'll add our second part. And might have been too much. Let me add a little bit more of the other, because I think that was a little too much. I don't want this to be bad. You know, I want it to be as accurate as possible. And I did this early so that way later on I can demold this. I think I'm gonna mix this in front of my heater. Let's do that. don't want that too much into the heat. I don't know why I'm still singing Christmas songs, but okay. It's looking pretty mixed. We still got more mixing to do. I don't need all this. So, why does that have powder in it? Okay. We're gonna put some of this in here. And I'm kind of just guessing what I need. I might not even need that much. That's the only problem with doing things in layers. You don't know how much it's going to take. I need my black Tea Expert. And I did get the Tea Expert, the pack with the different colors for Christmas. I got that from my husband. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black mica, just so it has a shiny, this will give shine to the black. I want that extra shine because this is going to be space. That is the goal. And this is what we got. Hopefully you can see the sparkle in that. Now, we are going to flood this. And then pour. And I try to move it around when I'm pouring, so we get different movement in the mica. And I've done this before with other molds, and it turns out really nice. And I can just see all the bubbles popping, which, you know, that's what the isopropo's gonna do. And I'm filling this thing to the brim. Because I don't want to have to trim it. I really don't. It's pretty domed. And I did use all that black, so good. Now the rest of the resin I have there, I'm going to put white in, and we're going to finish the mystery mold that no one knows of. And it is going over a little bit, which means I might still have to trim it a teensy bit. That's okay. That's okay. Now, I'm gonna make this white. So, I'm gonna use some of my Tea Expert white. And we're not going to put any mica in this one because I didn't do it in the first round and I don't want it to be mismatched. So it's just going to be white. Try to mix that in really well. Okay, so here is the mystery mold. And hopefully, I'm going to spray it first. We will have enough to fill this because I want to demold it. I'm hoping the white matches. Sometimes I have that issue where I make up white, pour it in something, and then try to do it a second time, and it doesn't match. This isn't going to be enough, huh? Let me see. Oh, this is on the outside. Okay, let's use this thing. There we go. That's probably all I'm getting on there. Spray. I'm not going to spray that one. And that's that. Be back later.